Welcome to the StockMatter.com studios here in the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. I am your StockMatter Brian Johnson. I'm making professional trading simple. And a great day to sit on your hands today as the markets went absolutely nowhere. I talked a couple days back about volatility, one of the 2 days, Tuesday or Wednesday. We got it Tuesday, not so much Wednesday. So we had a nice big move up yesterday, followed by a consolidation day today. I'm assuming that what they're waiting for is earnings season to kick off. Alcoa, I think, reports tonight, and they're waiting to maybe make a move then. I don't know if that's so much the excuse I would use, to be perfectly honest with you. I just think it's very common after 2, 3 days of hard movement in the markets. It's not uncommon to see a consolidation day or a day where it just kind of moves sideways. So news can come up with whatever excuse they want to use. That's all fine with me, but I think it was just a rest day for the markets. I went ahead and took a long lunch today and just got back. Started looking at a few charts before I went ahead and put this video out. There really isn't much to talk about. We're pretty much right where we were yesterday. I did tweak these trend lines ever so slightly from yesterday. So this is still a channel here to the downside. We have this little jab outside of it on the Dow. But a move back up into it, all the way back up. Now it's right back here too, as we closed yesterday. We closed at a resistance area. We went sideways, down a little bit, only to close right back at that same resistance area today. So we are still contained within this channel, waiting to see what the next big move will be. Now that we've had a consolidation day, we should see some movement happen over the next 2 days. I'm still neutral to, I guess, maybe bullish, just because we have this channel here, and as we look at some other charts, you'll see that it does have to lend its hand to a more of a bullish type of a scenario in the short term. So let's take a look at the Dow on a daily. And we can see here that we've moved back up, closed yesterday above the 20, stayed above the 20 today as well. So that is also more bullish than bearish to close twice above the moving average. The NDX on a 60-minute, the channel line's a little bit different, only from the respect of it broke up and out of the channel lines. So this is actually a bullish entry, getting up and above here. Now it's looking to maybe close in on this 1733-ish area up here towards the top. That'll be the next big move for the NDX. On a daily, you can see we are, though, approaching this little dotted trend line I have drawn in here, and it will be by tomorrow right at about that same 1733 area that we were watching on the 60-minute. So we will watch this one to see if it acts as any kind of resistance tomorrow. On the weekly, we are getting closer now. We are at the end of Wednesday, a couple days left, so it is okay to start looking at these weeklies. As you can see, it's still bullish from all practical purposes. A move up and out of this, up and over this resistance line here, the previous resistance line coming straight across, and the 200-week moving average. Above it, we've come below it, but this looks more like a pullback than anything else. Obviously, the week has not ended. This candle could end up way down here by the time the week's over with. But as it stands right now, as of today, this moment, this looks more bullish than anything. This looks like a little bull pullback in these 2 weeks here, followed by the start of this week, which is looking to go up more than down at this point. SPX on a 60-minute, same thing as the NASDAQ, broken out of this channel, holding above this channel, but still right below this resistance we saw from yesterday. Straight sideways. What did we move today? A low of 1050 and a high of 1058. It's 8 points. It's what? There's really nothing to do on a day like this except take a long lunch. So I hope most of you did. If you tried to trade today and made money, congratulations. It's very difficult to do in this type of an environment. If you threw money at the markets today and lost it in your day trading, congratulations. You're one of the other 96% that probably lost money today just trying to day trade because of the chop. These are days to just sit on your hands. SPX daily. I went ahead and tweaked this upper trend line just because I can, really. I ran it from the wicks, and if we run it from the wicks, as you can see, we are still contained underneath this trend line. Now, what I've really ultimately done for myself is made this the absolute last line in the sand for the bears. If they're going to turn it around, they have to start tomorrow. It has to close back down below this area tomorrow. Otherwise, I just can't. I have to go with what the charts are telling me, and that means more bullishness in the markets themselves, which has made sense through earnings season. We are now coming into another earnings season. It is odd to see stocks run down when they're coming up into an earnings season. So it would not surprise me to see us once again just start to run up again. Earnings come out, everybody's all happy because they meet or beat earnings, and that could happen for the next month. So be on your guard during this earnings season and continue to watch every day now what's reporting. If you get into something, you don't want to be holding overnight when earnings are being reported. That, for all practical purposes, is really just gambling at that point. SPX on a weekly coming back up to, guess what? Yep, that same resistance line. That's why the weekly is going to be a very, very interesting thing to watch this particular week. We need to see where we close the particular week at because it could make a difference also in the sentiment of this market. VIX on a daily was down almost 4% today, which means options probably took it in the rear. On a weekly, it's coming right back down. We had a nice strong week last week, but so far not being able to regain any of that and coming back down to retest maybe this 200 before it's all over with. Once again, I should maybe even pause it here and see how Alcoa reported. So let me do that quickly and see if there's any. Well, actually, I'll just flip over to one of my other charts here and see if I can find out really quick how Alcoa did. And it doesn't look like they have reported yet. I don't see any movement in the stock. So we will continue on. Let's take a look at